Hello YouTube and welcome to the channel. Now then, on today's video we're going to be looking at this. It's the brand new WPL E1 military tracked vehicle. I believe it's based on the Russian GAZ 71 tracked truck. This cost me, I think it was 47 quid on Banggood, which is about $54 for our American brethren. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing an unboxing and a full nut and bolt teardown of this thing. There's a million running videos of these things on the internet, but I'm interested to see what's inside and how it works. Now before we take it out of the box, let's just have a quick look at the packaging. It says 1/16 scale, RC, well obviously 2.4 gig. Now it does say it's got forward, reverse, left, right, obviously, turn signal, indicator and headlights, so we'll have a look at that. Now I did notice on the box somewhere it does say that you can't play with this on sandy or muddy surfaces, which sort of defeats the object really with tracked vehicles. Now I have seen some complaints levelled against the fact that the tracks come off on this. Whether they do or not, don't know. Anyway, enough waffle, let's get this thing out of the box and see what's involved. Okay then, in the box we've got a bag of accessories including some wheel covers and windscreen wipers, exhaust covers. I think there's a battery charger in there, some stickers, basically all little bits and pieces we need to finish off the truck. We've got some instructions there that tell us what to do. We've got our ubiquitous WPL controller here. Now it's got steering dual rate, throttle dual rate, and we've got a steering trim knob on it. I'm not sure how that works for a tracked vehicle. But if you're at all familiar with WPLs, you'll instantly recognise this controller. And then we've actually got the tracked truck itself. Now this thing looks fantastic, I must admit. Oh, and it's got suspension as well. So quick. All the wheels have got individual suspension. I wonder how that works then. I wonder if they're like little torsion bars, like a proper tank. Anyway, we'll have a look in a minute. But first impressions, this thing looks absolutely mint. I wonder if the lights work. Oh, our battery lives in there, by the way. And it's got a little, what is it, normally about 500 milliamp hour. Oh, 600 milliamp hour. 600 milliamp hour 2S battery, that lives in the back there. What I might do is stick the battery on and see if we can get these lights to work. Right, I've just plugged the battery in and we've got our steering, which is controlled by this knob here. That steering trim does actually work because it was pulling to one side and I did adjust the trim on the controller and it did actually fix it, so it does actually do something. So we've got forward and backwards is normal throttle. It's fully proportional. Here you have it. Now it does say indicators on the box, but as far as I'm aware we've only got a set of headlights. There's no stop or tail lights. Like I say, it does say indicators on the box, but it doesn't appear to be any, so I'm not quite sure what that's about. But there we go. That's fantastic, this is, isn't it? There's a bit of clicking from the tracks actually. There's like a little joint, and every time it goes over the joint, don't know if you can hear, a bit noisy. Anyway, well there's the control sorted. Right then, let's get into it. Now then, this is completely unfamiliar territory to me. I've never taken one of these apart. Oh, there's a sticker. Please do not use on sandy and muddy surfaces. That's not very good, is it? I'm going to try taking this panel off the bottom first. I think we'll start there. Right, well I've got that panel off and all it does is give you access to the torsion bar suspension. There does look as though there's 4 screws that may hold the 2 halves of the body together. But I'm going to get the tracks off first and we're going to take this suspension off and then split the 2 halves. Now to get the tracks off I took the 2 drive sprockets off. They're just basically plastic sprockets, so they actually come in 2 halves. And they're screwed onto a metal hex on the front there. Now these are just rubber tracks and it looks like they've got 2 pinned joints, so there's like 2 halves that you have to join together. What we'll do next I think is remove all this suspension here. We'll have to look at these torsion bars and then we'll split the 2 halves of the chassis and see what's inside, which is the bit I'm really interested in. Right then, the suspension is off and we've got 10 of these little, I don't know what you call them, running wheels. I'm not exactly sure the correct tank terminology, but we're going to call them running wheels. We've also got the little torsion bar springs that are our suspension on this, just like the real thing. Now we've got 2 are they idler wheels at the back? I'm not sure how you take these off actually, because they look like they're pinned on. There's nothing, no screws or anything, so I'm not sure how you get them off. But anyway, let's split the two halves. The 4 screws are out, so we can split the two halves, and dun dun dun, there we go, that's it. It's actually nothing in there virtually. We've obviously got some sort of a control unit, ESC receiver board there, what looks like a twin motor setup, obviously, with coupled to a little gearbox, and some metal hexes on the end there. I'm going to get some, I mean, we've got all the wiring as well for the lights, etc., and the leads for the battery. It looks like you get those idler gears out by undoing those screws there, so I'll try that. But there's actually, it's actually fairly simple, this thing. There's nothing to it really. Let's continue on, and we'll get this little gearbox out, I think. The idler gears at the back, or the track adjustment wheels, I'm not quite sure what the terminology is again for them. They run on a metal shaft which is supported by little bearings, which is nice to see, and they are indeed held in place by those 2 screws inside. We've got the gearbox itself. Again, there's absolutely nothing to it. We've got 2 130 motors, which I can only presume are for the left and right hand tracks. We've just got a shaft, an output shaft out the front of the gearbox, again supported by little metal bearings, and some little metal wheel hexes as well. And last but not least, the cover on the back is completely removable, so if we wanted to carry some cargo or something in the back there of our tracked vehicle, we could. I do like the little battery compartment, that's quite natty, that is. We've got the on-off switches underneath the cover as well. So there you have it. That's pretty much our WPL E1 tracked crawler stripped down to its bare bones. As ever on the channel, if you found the video of some use and interest, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button for more very similar future content. Once again guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again very, very soon.